What is up, comic fan? Welcome to the Legion of Comics and the new house. It's Tuesday. That means it's new DC Day. So let's get right into it. Happy new DC Day. We got the Comic Viking as well as Mark Spector Comics joining to hang out and kick it today. I'm already jealous of Mark Spector Comics down there. It looks like you're living in the wilderness now. What's happening? It looks beautiful over there.
I'm just in a little town right now. I'm hanging out at a park with my son. He's running around, so I'm just enjoying the beautiful weather outside.
Nice. Well, we were backstage right before we went live just for a minute talking. We're going to start off with not DC because we're all really pumped for this book that's coming out tomorrow. And I cut us off in mid-sentence to go live as we're already late enough. But yes, dude, it's Pride Month and it's a Power Rangers shirt, and it's not beholden to Pride Month, but it's a perfect shirt for Pride Month. So nice. Boom, just representing all around. It's because you know what time it is, Steve. You know what time it always is. But yeah, it is in fact a Power Ranger shirt. Me and Finn both have one. I think we the whole family has this shirt. We got them when JDF was coming to town when we went and met him and stuff. We have a lot of Power Ranger shirts, but I think this is my favorite. I love white shirts. They're just, I don't know. Most people avoid white shirts. There it is. That's exactly what we were about to talk about. We're going to start off talking about it. So if you watch every Sunday on the Comic Vets channel, him and I do a video that posts on his channel where we both give you our top pick for this coming week to let you know what we're looking forward to, what you should consider picking up. And mine was Daniel Warren Johnson's upcoming independent title called Do a Power Bomb. And since I've started this channel, I've sworn by Daniel Warren Johnson because I read his series Murder Falcon, which me and Alan were talking earlier today, where I told him like he has this perfect ability to take the most off-the-wall concept and turn it into solid gold, and you can almost guarantee that you're going to at least shed a tear at some point in it. Like it's just a phenomenal writer, comic creator, and he's doing the interiors for this, so I'm really pumped for it. But Dave, what are you thinking about it?
Yeah, I'm excited. Like I read that solicitation, and I was like, the daughter of a famous, world best wrestler, trying to come under the footsteps. She gets invited to go into this, basically the pros that she was in, and you could tell there's going to be probably some struggles going on in there. And it's going to be in for a big ride.
It gets weird. It says gets invited to a competition by a necromancing wrestling fan or something to the world's grandest stage. So judging from the cover, I think she's going to get invited to perform in hell. That's my guess.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I think that'll be wild.
So I'm excited for it. Just the cover art looked fantastic. So I'm excited for the read.
Yeah. For those that aren't too familiar with him, he does, Alan does love hearing about pro wrestling. Who knows, Beckerman? Maybe this series will get out. Dude, Alan puts on a show, but the other day, what was it, Saturday or last Thursday when we were on your channel, Alan? And you're actually chock full of wrestling knowledge. You put on a good front, but my man, you dropped the curtain on us. Now we know.
Back in when I was like late teens, I was all about The Undertaker and Stone Cold Steve Austin. They could do no wrong, and they did everything right. And I loved wrestling. I knew it's scripted. I don't like when people say fake.
It's not.
Because you can read about all of the injuries and or problems that they have from doing what they do. I mean, people's careers have been ended and some have died. So, I mean, it's just, it takes tremendous athletic ability to do what they do.
No, I think a lot of what people say it's fake is when when you know ahead of time who's going to win. A lot of the moves are going to be set up going into it. That's what a lot of the criticism that comes from. I'm a big, wrestling fan. I grew up watching it during the Attitude Era?
Yeah.
And, that was what I enjoyed. I haven't watched it probably in the last 5 or so years, so I don't really know what storylines are current and what's going on. But that's usually, what I often interpret is when people say it's fake.
Yeah.
No, I can't get any books up. Mark reporting from my room. Yeah, it's barren here. It's the walls are barren, but I'm very excited with how much of this house is set up. Very,
How's
very happy.
how's the move going?
Great. Yesterday, the movers called out of left field. I had them set and scheduled for today. They're like, "Hey, we're actually free today. Something fell through. Would y'all want us to come today?" So I was haircutting a dog, throwing it in the tub and getting it into the drying crate. Then I would run to my house and go pick up a couch and go put it on the trailer and run back to the kennel, start the next dog, run back to my house, move the next thing. Just kept going back and forth. And we managed to get all of the main furniture in here. Like there's no big pieces left over there. I managed to get all of our technology over here, set up 4 TVs, 3 Chromecasts, 3 Google speakers, the laptop, and went today and bought a Chromecast Google speaker for Monkey's room. So we're all set up. And at this point, I could almost burn down the old house and be happy, minus a lot of the man cave stuff. They're actually they're out there fixing up where a lot of my comic stuff is going to go. Yeah, it's going amazingly. Couldn't be going better at this point.
But I am very, very excited for Duo Power Bomb. I really can't wait to read it. I have not read a whole lot of Daniel Warren Johnson's stuff, and but it does tie in some wrestling, and hopefully it takes me back to that Attitude Era and brings that back.
Have you read the series? I forget. It was a small publisher that wrote it, but it was called Over the Ropes, I think it was called, or
I heard about it. No, I haven't read it yet. I'm about to. I've looked it up the other day, and I have it. Like I need to get it, so I will be reading it.
Mad Cave Studios, I think it was the publisher, if I'm not mistaken. But it was received pretty well.
Was that that's not a Daniel Warren Johnson thing, is it? It's just a different wrestling kind of book?
Yeah, just a different wrestling kind of book. It was I forget who wrote it, but I think it was Mad Cave Studios that was the publisher. It came out, I think, a couple of years ago.
So if you're in the chat, or if you're watching this on the rewind and you're not familiar with Daniel Warren Johnson, he's done a couple of indie projects, like Space Mullet was an early one, and since then he did Wonder Woman Dead Earth for DC Comics Black Label, which was phenomenal.
Yeah, I read that. I loved it.
I'm getting the bell. Can we throw that away, please? Thank you. But yeah, I really enjoyed both of those. Wonder Woman and Dead Earth was amazing. But Beta Ray Bill was pretty good as well.
Yeah, I heard Beta Ray Bill was really good. I haven't read it.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Do you know what other indie titles he's written?
Other than Space Bullet and Murder Falcon.
Murder Falcon. Yeah, that's right.
Murder Falcon is like his magnum opus. Like that's his masterpiece. I don't think he's going to top that. House of L Comics is up in the building. What is going on? So I did not get to the shop last week except for Tuesday. So for my haul today, I do have a lot of non-DC stuff to go through before we even get to the DC stuff. But some books from last week, I got Mighty Morphin number 20, which has that significant death of a character in it, which I think that they played it way too safe, if you ask me. Thor number 26, which is just continuing the Banner of War train wreck.
Did they finally kill off that character you were talking about a few weeks back?
In the Banner of War stuff, or in Power Rangers?
In the Power Rangers.
No, they pulled a safe card. What it is the original Red Ranger, Jason, his mom's been sick for a while. So they just pull a random thing where they receive a phone call. Oh no, Jason's mom's passed away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We Live number 3, which this was a fantastic issue. This was really good. It really pulled out all the vibes and all the tricks that the first volume had that really kicked this second volume into high gear. And then from IDW, this one is, I don't know how many people are sleeping on this, but The Rocketeer, The Great Race, issue number 3. This has been phenomenal. I picked up the A covers for each of those, as well as the 1 in 10 Virgin variants. I'm happy to have.
Oh, cool.
So far, it's just what a good series. Yeah. And then when me and Alan were there today, we were looking through a lot of new back issue books. So I did pick up a little story arc of Thor. We got number 23, which is the God of Hammer finale. Number 22, number 21, number 20, which is the first God of Hammer character in this one. And then number 19. So I got the whole little mini series, the whole arc of that story. So I'm gonna go try that out because people like a new guy reads Thor, or was for a while, saying it was hit or miss. Steve reads it, says it's pretty decent, and he's not quick to give Marvel high praise. So I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna throw it by the bedside table and just read them and throw them to Finn after that or something. I don't know.
I stopped reading Thor a while ago. I think it was around like issue 14 or 15. I was getting over it.
But if anybody walks into a store or anything with Mark and does not buy anything, you have very, very strong willpower.
It's not possible. That's like 2 weeks in a row, isn't it?
It is, man. That's dude.
But I just put good stuff in your hands. I can't help it. Just help you out.
He got me to get the same story arc. And I threw it in my box. So I'll pick it up tomorrow when I pick up all my other stuff. Because I was just coming by to give him his figures, which we should be seeing displayed when, Mark?
I don't know.
Are you going to display them or are you going to keep them in the box?
Yeah, no. So like when I get the room over here, it's actually a pretty big room. This room in here, like this couch is sideways and the painting stuff is down. I'm going to set up in there. I'm going to actually have a lot of wall to put shelves up. So I want to get my McFarlane figures out and let them breathe. I want to have my Snyder Cut set up there. I want to have my Suicide Squad set up there. And now this is a complete set that I can put up there and have up there and just put all the boxes out there where I showed you earlier, Alan.
Mm-hmm. Oh, just so you know, the Bane, putting that thing in together is not easy. You're going to have to use some force. Don't worry, you won't break it.
Yeah, I've got force. He's a salesman. He's been peddling TK books for years. What's funny, Flo, is I've actually worked in sales in my previous life. I'm a really good salesman. I worked at Movie Stop to the point of taking over a store, and I was asked to come work there because as a regular customer, just shopping around other customers, I would do the same thing. I would end up putting movies into their hands, and I eventually got offered a job. I never even applied for it, and then I ended up being the store manager for years. And we're just used to suggesting, selling, and upselling. And the largest car dealership we have here in Augusta is Milton Rubin. Milton Rubin himself was a customer there that I was unbeknownst to me, but he ended up coming and trying to scout me from Movie Stop to one of his dealerships, and I did not take it. I kind of
messed up.
Yeah, I think about that a lot. But
I'm super
happy. I'm super happy doing what I do, and I don't think that I think the money I'm making is definitely comparable to selling cars, at least.
Depends on as good as you are. I don't know, man.
That's a good point. His enthusiasm has kept me away from certain books. Perfect. And he knows which ones. From TK Books. What is going on? Flash by Night is up in the building. So the books for this week, there was this random, Paul of the Let's Book Exchange wasn't too sure about it. These just showed up. So back last year, not even this year, but for Free Comic Book Day, the Aftershock books that came out, they ended up repackaging them together. There was 3 of them, and they sold them as a triple play package from Aftershock. There's one that came out, or just showed up this week, that it includes Animosity, Dark Art in there. So that one made it into the box today. Beautiful cover art, wraparound cover. So that's just getting PC'd just to go with the complete We Live stuff, at least for the direct. Right. What is going on, Brother John?
Hey, man.
So the only 2 books that I have that are new DC books this week is number 1, is Superman, Son of Kal-El, Tom Taylor's Superman. Dude, I'm loving this run. I love John Kent. I love Connor Kent. I don't know why. I just love the Superboy characters. They've done great with this run. I'm excited to get past this Bendix story arc now because it's been going for like 12 issues. So we need to get like on to the next big chapter. So we'll see how it goes. This is supposed to be a big face-off, but they've said that before in solicitations. We'll see. I haven't had a chance to read anything yet. And then lastly, this was probably my second excited book of the week, Jurassic League.
I didn't even get to finish the first one. I couldn't.
Yeah,
I couldn't get issue 1.
Daniel Warren Johnson covers, but the book is really helmed by Juan Gideon, who is the interior artist, and this is his real first outing on writing a book. So they attached Daniel Warren Johnson to him just to help him like kind of aim it and script it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love the covers. I love Daniel Warren Johnson's wild, dynamic art. Buddy, you know it's time to go lay down. And it's super wet out there. But what else y'all have on your hit list for this week?
Well, Do a Power Bomb, obviously, and Grimm. Actually, I really, I got caught up reading from last week late. I still have a couple more to read. And thank you, Mark, for helping me out with that, to read them digitally. Cause it's been awesome. Actually, I didn't think I'd like it, but now it's so much faster and I get them done so much quicker. It's great.
Yeah.
But
doing that, I'd read stuff digitally that I plan on buying. Typically, if I know early in the morning before the shops open or anything, I'll just go ahead and read stuff while it's quiet and the kids are asleep and stuff. I enjoy it.
But Dark Crisis, I am so man. After reading number 1, I am so ready for everything. I want it all coming at me right now. I really don't want to wait.
Yeah, I'm hyped for that one. Dave, are you jumping on board for the event for Dark Crisis in any capacity? Nice.
Yeah, I haven't read Dark Crisis 1 yet. I've only read the free comic book day, the preview. That's it so far.
Get yourself someone who kisses you the way John kisses Jay. Yeah, they've had the cover arts. The cover arts are better than the interiors. The interiors, they haven't really handled that relationship in any type of way other than like one forced little moment. But they've taken advantage of some of the awesome cover arts for it. So very intimate covers.
This week for DC is the Nightmare Country number 3.
Nightmare Country number 3.
Yeah, the Sandman universe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, James Tynion. Yeah, that's been fantastic.
Okay.
I'm a big horror reader, so I like that stuff.
Okay. So what do you currently think about the current Moon Knight run? I know you love Moon Knight and everything, but what do you
by Jed McKay, not the black, white, and red, right?
No, not the black, white, and red. No.
That one's been pretty good. An issue behind, but
okay.
Issue I think 11 on is now like a continuation, whereas like the first 10 issues were like kind of like on its own. I liked it. I like Jed McKay's writing. I like his writing style. Obviously it's taking on the Mr. Knight persona versus the Mark Spector, which is completely different character. But I like that kind of grounded street level vibe that I get from Mr. Knight, at least in this series. It's a pretty good start if you're not familiar with Mr. Knight.
Yeah, I'm. This is the first. I guess you could say run that I'm reading, and I'm really enjoying it.
Okay, good.
I picked up number 1 just on hey, I might like this, so
nice. Yeah, I've liked it. Like I said, an issue or 2 behind. I'm excited to read the Moon Knight Black Blood, White and Blood number 2 that's coming out tomorrow, because it's been like a lot of like different creators.
Okay.
Series, so it's like there's going to be another 3 stories within that issue, just like the first issue. So I'm excited for that.
Did you pick up any of the exclusives for that? I know a lot of shops did some really cool Moon Knight covers for it.
The Black, White, and Blood? Mm-hmm. No, I didn't. No.
I think I have 1 or 2 maybe in my whatnot stack that's getting too freaking large.
What is going on, Biggie Shaq?
Hey, Biggie. Spectre Allen.
A lot of my reads this week are indie reads.
So are mine. I don't have a whole lot of DC or Marvel coming out. It's all indie.
I've got 3 indie. The new Power Rangers, Do a Power Bomb, and then the Sumerian from Ablaze is dropping. But this one's coming out. This is a Marvel Tales, like one of the ones where it's just three old
That's
issues
this week?
repackaged.
Yeah, that's this week too.
Oh shit, missed it.
So that's not new material in that. It's like Fantastic Four.
It's a bunch of stories, right?
Yeah,
Issues.
3 issues of Fantastic Four that featured that team specifically that Sue had to put together. But what's cool about it is there is an actual new series coming. I think Peter David is writing it. And
Cool.
I'm hoping it's going to be done. I'm assuming it's going to be done in the same vein that the Silver Surfer Rebirth is, where it's set in the 90s and it's fixed in the time era of the first of that run specifically. So Hulk's on the team, Ghost Rider's on the team, Wolverine's on the team. I'm all in. And then just throw Spider-Man on. And Peter David, like you can swear by him still. Fun story.
I'll probably give it a try. I'm not the biggest Fantastic Four reader. I feel like there hasn't been much recently, probably within the last 5 years that has gotten me hooked. But I'll give it a shot.
I'm a sucker for hodgepodge teams, man. Like teams with just dynamics that you can't even imagine how they'll work out and just watching them actually work out. I love it. That's why I like the Suicide Squad. That's why I'm pumped for Dark Crisis and that crazy. Look at that team that John put together in Dark Crisis. Right. Like it was 2 Blue Beetles, Harley, Quinn, Killer Frost.
Yeah, you're like, what? How is this? This is not going to function well.
Black Adam looked at him and said, she's going to try to kill you. This one's going to stab you in the back. That one's going to run.
And Harley's like, yeah.
I'm working on my shot glass collection. Comics are so 2010.
But other than the John Jang variant for Batman 125, you getting any others?
That's 3. That's 3 variants.
Well, I only got the foil one. I didn't need all 3, so I got the foil one.
Well, unfortunately for me, they were all 3 slightly different. There's the blue, the green, then the foil. So that's how I roll. If it's just a trade virgin difference and I can pick up just the virgin, I'll do that. But that's not normally the case.
But not the carbon fiber one for canceled.
Dude, I had it in my virtual hand. I was on the phone with Paul while he's holding it. They wanted $300 for it.
Like they made a carbon fiber cover.
It's carbon fiber cover canceled. What is it, like 50 printing or something like that?
50 or 75, something like that.
Yeah, low print run.
And see, this is the part that doesn't matter, but like can potentially set in some regret. I told him and that same day one sold for $1,400 on Whatnot, then the next one sold for like $700. But if I got it, it isn't like I'm going to make $900 on it. No. I'm just going to be out $300. And I'm like,
exactly, because you wouldn't sell it. Just like I would keep it for about a month and then I'd sell it. Probably too late to get as much as I could have, and but it's just being out the money at that point.
Mm-hmm. And right now, I've been bleeding money for this move.
Well, yeah, that's what happens when you move, man.
What do you got there, Mark?
It's a bug.
Got a little bee.
Oh, I hope it stings you.
What an ass.
What? Nature, man.
It just crawled up. Huh?
I think I'm going to get the acetate cover as well.
For which one?
For Batman 125.
I didn't know they were doing one.
Yeah. It's the one with all the bats on it. It's an homage.
To be honest with you, I haven't looked at anything other than the A cover and the Jang cover. And I only looked at the A cover because they've been showing it for months.
Well, I think that the acetate cover is going to be one that's just going to be, I think it's C cover or something like that. So just like Death of the Justice League was, it was just like the regular old cover.
Are you going Friday or Saturday, Alan?
Oh, I will be there Friday morning waiting to get in.
What time does it open Friday?
Well, if you have the 3-day advance pass, you can get in up to a half an hour early.
And what time does it open, though?
10:30.
Oh, wow.
So it's scheduled for 11. So if you have the advance pass 10:30.
That's
So-
this week coming up.
Not this Friday, but next Friday.
Weekend.
And so yeah, we'll be leaving Augusta around 6:45 in the morning. Driving up. I'm gonna try and attempt to park at the hotel, and I can't check in until like 3 or 4. But park at the hotel and then walk over to the con.
Where is it, in South Carolina?
It's in Charlotte, at the Charlotte Convention Center.
Okay.
So yes, I will be there Friday. Mark, when you heading up?
Friday.
Like afternoon, morning, what?
I don't know, to be honest with you.
Way to have it planned out, Mark.
Yeah, I don't have we've got the hotel, we've got the tickets, we got the rental car we're taking, and that's all I need at this point, right?
That's pretty much all you need.
Like again, I'm not going there to con so hard. I'm going there to have a little breather.
Man, that's cool.
We're definitely going up on Friday, but I don't know how early. I'm not going to race out there to get an opening. You're not going to miss anything at all.
The biggest thing is that, like I told you, I want to get Bill Morrison to do that sketch on that cover.
Yeah.
So I want to get that to him as soon as I can.
Yeah, I'm not going for any of that stuff. There's only thing that I'm actually after is one signature from one person, and anything else beyond that is just icing on the cake. And like I said, I'm bleeding money.
Who are you looking to get signed?
Yeah, who are you looking for?
JR.
Oh, okay.
Yep, that's all.
What book are you getting him to do?
That amalgam book for Thorion.
That's right. You told me that.
Yeah, I was looking at the guest list. It's pretty impressive. It's a big list.
It's huge.
I know.
Yeah,
I'd
this will
love
be
to
my
go down
first
there.
time getting to meet John Romita Jr. And Daniel Warren Johnson will be there as well. And me and Alan were talking about that. Like I would potentially get him to sign something, but if I would want him to sign Murder Falcon. You know, that's like
You should bring down like 10 copies of Do a Powerbomb and get them signed and give them away.
Giveaway, no, sell. Give away one of them, sell the others.
that's weird. I hadn't even thought about like taking advantage of this to get signatures to put in Legion loot giveaways and stuff like that. But that's a good idea.
Yeah, that'd be a great idea to do.
But I don't want to be like that douchebag that walks up to someone with like multiple copies of the same book where it's like you look like you're just trying to they're just trying to make some money off of my name.
Yeah. No,
there's nothing wrong with that, but it's just something that I don't necessarily
I mean, to each their own and everything, but I mean I would see how that would put a damper on the meeting of the artist. And the artist is like, okay, I understand that I'm here to sign this signature, but you're just trying to make money. Like,
I know standing in line, like having stood in line for people to sign stuff before, seeing those people that are just there, even talking in line about how this I'm going to do, and then you're standing there waiting because you just want to meet this guy you appreciate. And there's nothing wrong with that aspect of the hobby. Just people just
I mean, it's there. So,
but yeah, that's a good point. Like getting Daniel Warren Johnson to remark something would be really cool because he is the artist on most of this stuff.
Well, I actually Superman. What's Superman news?
Superman news.
I'm getting Scotty to do a.
That's inevitable.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah.
It's already. Yeah, they've already.
Okay.
I thought he was talking about like maybe movie news, but yeah, if you read Action Comics, you'd already see 2 issues ago. John and Lois already start showing up. So it looks like they now know that Clark might need some help. I like to see John go to World and just do what Dad necessarily might not do.
Did you see the Harley Quinn movie news?
Yeah. So for the Joker #2, we might have a Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga musical?
No, not a musical. I think
Hope not.
People joking about that.
Yeah, I don't think so. But it's the Joaquin Phoenix Joker, right? He might not be the Joker, but that story arc.
No, I think he's in as the Joker for it.
Is it? Okay, good. I love that movie. I thought it was awesome. I just wanted more violence.
Yeah, it was a wild character study. I enjoyed it a lot. It's crazy to think how much money that movie made as well for being so subtle, being an R-rated movie, but it had people talking.
Well, I mean, the thing is, I wanted more instability in the character. Like, the only time he really flips out is when he kills the 3 guys on the subway, killing the guy at the end, and then when he bashes the dude's head in his apartment. That's it. I wanted more. I want more than that. But I think the character of the Joker came really through when he bashed that guy's head in, sat down, and the midget's still there, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. You can go." And he goes and opens the door for him.
Yeah, that was a really cool scene, though.
Yeah. That I love that movie. My second favorite Joker right now.
So we're hitting this half an hour mark, and I'm about to have to go sit back here with these kids. So we're about to cut it for today because I need a recharge my batteries. First Brainiac will be a key I add in the next year or so. Oh, Steve's going for Superman stuff now. I like it. I can fully support that decision of yours, Steve. That's not a small book. Even in a low grade, you're looking at a really low grade. You're looking at a handful of $100 bills.
Yeah, that's pricey.
Yeah, but we really need John Kent to go up because I want that first appearance to go up.
Yeah, you're a jolly man, Burke. Well, I appreciate everyone hopping on. And,
yeah, man.
I'm about to hop out of here. Tomorrow there'll be a video up. Speaking of Superman keys, it's a Superman key that I picked up that, as well as some other books that are going in there. And appreciate that, John. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm about to go recharge because that's what the evening is going to be filled with. I did as much as I could without the wife, and then we're about to go double team some stuff that I need her opinion to hang and all that good stuff. But I can feel myself slowly falling asleep while I'm sitting here. So I'm about to go lay down with the kids and get ready for the evening. And until next time, guys, as always, I'm Mark, but we are Legion.